Celtics completed the gentleman's sweep.
Yep.
Took care of business there. It scared me for a second, but it seems like they might be without Porziņģis in round 2 for part of it, or maybe the full series, because he's got a calf strain now. Mm-hmm. We obviously know that injuries have been an often problem with Porziņģis in the past. What do you think the Celtics is the ceiling without Porziņģis?
Oh, if they can't win the title without.
They can get past this round, though. They're tooled to beat the Pacers without Porziņģis.
Well, no, they wouldn't be playing the Pacers. They'd be playing either the Magic or the Cavs.
Oh, yeah, right? We did just talk about Magic or Cavs. Seed, yeah, you're right.
And so, listen.
This is any of those teams.
Yeah, shout out to the regular season. Shout out to the Celtics for caring about it. Go get the 1 seed, and now you get to rest. The Magic Cavs is going to go 7. Those teams are going to beat the hell out of each other, and you don't have to rush Kristaps back. You absolutely you will win next round with that. So I wouldn't play him in round 2. Like, if I'm wrong and all of a sudden the series is 2-2 or something, then maybe, but...
Play him for the first game, don't for the first 2, and then maybe if you go down. But I don't see it going down.
Right. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Right.
And, by the way, we haven't talked about that series at all, but hell of a play by Evan Mobley. The block... Now, I do have to say something about this, because nobody understands just common sense. So... The Orlando Magic were down 2 in the waning seconds of that game. Do people not realize how, unless you have a wide open, uncontested dunk, shooting a 3 is always the option? Like, just do the math on this, guys. What percent probability do you need to have of making the 2-pointer to then have going to overtime as your reward be a better way to win than shooting a 3? Honestly. Like, what do you follow what I'm saying here? These teams that are down 2 in the final moments and take a tough 2, it's bananas. Like, let's just say Cavs Magic is a coin flip in overtime, a true 50-50. I don't think it was, but say it was. Then, unless your 2-point attempt is going to be an 80% likelihood, like you're taking an 80% chance in order to get a 50% chance, which means your chance of winning there would be 40%. Okay, what is your likelihood of making a 3? Right? That's the math on it. You hit a 3, you win. So even if it's the worst shooter you have on the court, say he shoots 30% from 3, that is still better than a tough 2 where that you have a 50% chance of making just to get the opportunity to have a 50% chance of winning. So no, I didn't like Franz Wagner going up against Evan Mobley, who's drafted purely for his defense. Just like, if all of a sudden Franz Wagner makes this unbelievable play, congrats, now you got to go beat him for 5 minutes. Let Paolo try to take the Tyrese Maxey shot. That's a better opportunity. It's just insane. These teams that go for 2. Now, if you are way better than your opponent, maybe you're like, okay, we'll take overtime. But that's not the case there. But yeah, I think the Celtics will be fine. I will tell. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if they do, when they get past them, if they end up having to play the Pacers, how do you think they match up against them?
Well, here's the thing. I think all 4 teams on the other side of the bracket are still alive. Because it's Knicks Sixers, which we'll get to. The winner of that plays Pacers Bucks. And the whole NBA should be furious with Indiana. Furious. I'm not saying the Bucks are a great team. What I am saying is they have a high ceiling. Any team that employs Giannis and Dame theoretically has a high ceiling. In theory. And you could have ended their season in a game Giannis and Dame didn't play. And you mailed it in, Indiana. That's pathetic. Indiana's game 2 days ago was embarrassing. You can end the Bucks season without their two best players. Can you imagine how, and I'm not going to compare the Bucks to the Chiefs, so let me find a better example. If in the first round of the NFL playoffs, a team was playing the Ravens, and Lamar and Roquan Smith were out for the game, but expected back the following week. Do you know how angry everyone else in the postseason would be if you didn't beat them? They'd be like, you've got to be kidding me. And so now listen, maybe Dame and Giannis don't play tonight. It seems like let me check the point spread. It seems like Vegas doesn't think they're playing because the Pacers are 8.5-point favorites. So now maybe they'll get another chance at it, but that was a horrific loss. But I think that if the Pacers do win that round, then the winner of Knicks Sixers is going to be playing the Celtics in the conference finals. Knicks Sixers winner is going to beat the Pacers. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.